someone on the call, probably. Okay, sorry about that. I was just reading the streaming notification. Hello, Letitia, please, can you hear from me? Okay, so let me proceed. You probably see a name which is not very familiar. And I think the reason you do not ask is because everyone is home now. And maybe someone could be using a name you have not met before. So we have someone in our midst. He is in the person of Ahmed Nazir. Yeah, who knows Nazir comedy? Prince and Haruna, which of you know Nazir comedy? The comedian who said, "My name is Nazir." You always start his line with that. I don't know.
No, as for me, that I've never heard anything about him before. I don't know him.
He is a cartoonist, so he makes cartoons. You can search on YouTube and then you find a lot of his cartoons. I think it might also be a good thing to also practice similar. As you are now computer experts, you know how to use all your AI tools, and then you can easily instruct the cartoon to make an action, and then you add a voiceover. So that becomes a short clip or something of that sort. I thought you know that. I just wanted to clarify that this is not that Nazir. This is a different Nazir. And then
Okay.
this Nazir is uh, a very powerful, or well, a very, I don't know how to explain who he is, but he is one of the great people we have. I think he studied logistics and supply chain management at KNUST as his bachelor's degree. And he studied that under scholarship from the MasterCard Foundation, which is one of the largest scholarship body in the whole world. And then it is a very competitive scholarship body. So if you see anyone who have gained a MasterCard Foundation scholarship before, you know they went through a lot to have it. So Nazir have gone through all this, and then he is now an alumni of the MasterCard Foundation scholarship. He is again doing his master's in MPhil in supply chain, logistics and supply chain management from the same institution, KNUST. And he is again doing it under scholarship. And this scholarship comes from the Center for Applied Research and Innovation Supply Chain in Africa. So you can imagine someone who have scholarship for his bachelor's degree, then have scholarship again for his master's degree. He has other profiles. I don't want to talk about that. I just want to focus on the scholarship bit. And I'm saying this to just draw your attention that next week, Friday, same time, he will be the person to be taking you through how to prepare yourself and then how to apply for scholarships. So next week, come with a lot of excitement. And then, as usual, come with your jaw test to take notes, and then come with a lot of energy so you will learn. Because I understand most of you, that is the challenge you mostly give. Oh, if I want to do this, and then I come from a family, my background, I cannot do it, and then all that. Most people have done it with the same family background you came from. So you can come and then you'll be taken through that. So Nazir, I've just given a brief about you. I know my boss have given me the permission to do all this. But I've already done it anyway because I was talking, and then I think by then you couldn't hear from me. I'm a Letitia. So if I do not have the permission, I did not ask for the permission formally. Please forgive me on this.
Oh,
and
no.
I wanted.
I don't want you to think that way. Whatchamacallit? You are the one spearheading this initiative. So Whatever that you didn't fit for it, I think you have the right to go for it. As long as you have vetted the person and you think that this person will bring value to whatever that we are working on here and to empower the students, I think is good. And so thank you, Mr. Ahmed, for the time to even tune in and to hear what has been going on. Last time we met, I learned a lot from myself. I was telling Tony about it, and Tony was laughing because I didn't go to SHS in Ghana. So all these stuffs were new to me. And I was like, wow, I don't know whether it's complicated process or what, but for some way, somehow, I think it's working for you guys. And so I'm learning as everybody is also learning along the way. So thank you guys. And Haruna, it's good to have you. Like I always say, Haruna, you have your brother who has all these resources at his disposal. And so you have to tap in as much as you can, because whatever he has been able to accomplish, this is your time to also reap those benefits. So it's good to have you on here. And I know I see Prince here, but I don't know whether the rest are here. But it's being recorded as we always do, and you can find it on our YouTube page. But I said this last week and I'll say it again. Information is key. Information many times is hard to access because you have to take too much time to go and dig and find that information. And here we are. We could have been anywhere this time of the day, but we've chosen to come on here to pour this information onto you. How you choose to proceed or process the information you gather here, it will be all about you and how you want to go from here. EBI cannot force you. Prof cannot force you. Nobody can force you to make any good thing out of your life. You have to be hungry enough to want to do those things. And so with that being said, we are going to do the best we can. And I said again, if you have a question, there is something that is not making sense, or you see a program you want to tap into and you don't know how to go about it, bring it on the table and let's see how we can help you. But above all, don't wait till the thing is like due 1 week before. And then you want people to drop all they are doing to help you. Life is not like that. Preparation is key. You gotta prepare. I know most of you in Agona right now are getting ready to be done with SHS, and it's fine. But still, we can still start talking about it, planning and working towards it. But if you wait to a month or whatever you say you want to go to US or UK and whatever, you are joking. You have to start, even those who are here in America, that we say the system is working here. To travel overseas, you need to start like 6 months, a year ahead to make everything come together for you. You don't just get up today and say you are traveling tomorrow. No, it doesn't work like that. Many people have 2025 calendar already filled. It's not today that they are feeling. They already know what they are doing next year. So you got to know what is it that you want to do next year, 2 years or 3 years to come, so you can work towards those things. So that is what I want to say. And thank you, Prof, for really helping them. And above all, how you choose to proceed from here will be all up to you. We are working on bringing some scholarships and stuff for you guys. But even with a scholarship, if you're not applying yourself and we can even give whatever, it will still be wasted. So you have to always have a plan, guys. Thank you.
This is just for your information. Letitia is the founder and then the executive director for Expanding Boundaries International, which hosts all these amazing programs. And then it is our mission to empower the future generations to have equitable access to cross-culture and technological education and then skills at their fingertips. And we do this through several programs. One of the programs which I'm volunteering for is the STEAM Basic Program. And with the STEAM Basic Program, it's the normal STEM we know, the science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Engineering and mathematics. And we have added the art component of it to make it STEAM. Okay, so what we do is that we have three teams in Ghana. We have some of our students in Idra. We have some students also in Frante, which is a town closer to Idra here. And we have some too at Aguna, who are at Aguna Senior High School. And we have some of the students who are the US, who mostly, all these four teams connect via Zoom on each Saturday to learn from each other in the areas I've mentioned earlier. So this is also just something we want to add up to them in order to prepare them for life after SHS. So the team you'll be meeting next week will be made up of people from Aguna Senior High School, Frante, and then Idra. So just to let you know what we do and then the people you'll be speaking to. And then again, I think this is it for now. Maybe if you can come off camera and off mute to just tell us something small. I know you have other things you are doing, so you might want to drop off. Then we continue for today. You can come in next week to help us. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear from you.
All right, thank you very much for having me. So I don't know whether this introduction actually fits me. I don't know, but hopefully maybe next week you get to hear more about me, and I'm very privileged to be here. Currently, I'm in Kumasi for an executive presentation on one of the projects we are undertaking. So maybe once you get me offline, don't be offended because I have to go and do some presentations. But however, I really appreciate and I'm hoping that next week we'll have an interesting time with the team and I hope they're going to enjoy it. So let's get prepared. I am a scholar. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
We appreciate your time and so we have few people here, but we still have to go forward because time is not by our side. We will do a way of a recap of what we did last week. So we move straight from there. So I'm going to start sharing my screen and then probably we can start from here. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, okay. Okay, excellent. So I'll be asking a few questions because we are doing this together. Last week we did it together and today we are doing same. I will just call the Franti team to see what is going on there. But I just want anyone to come up mute and tell us what are the two tertiary institutions we spoke about last week. It could be someone in this room or someone in the phone. Any one of you can speak. So my question is, what are the two tertiary institutions we spoke about last week? We spoke about two of them. So what are they? Anyone can just answer. I mean, Aruna, Prince, and then those in the room here with me. I'm still waiting for some answers. let's be very interactive like we did last week.
Yeah,
I
if
think
you want to text, if you want to put in the chat, put in the chat.
Okay, Phineas want to speak from here. So,
the training and colleges and the health training centers. Training colleges and health training centers.
Okay, thank you so much. So Phineas said we spoke about health training institutions and then teacher training institutions. So again, we spoke about a general rule, a grade you need to get before you can qualify for any one of these institutions. Okay, so who can remember? Okay. Again, Alicia wants to speak from you. So speak loud. Those on the phone. I don't know. Hello, Prince. Haruna. Okay. I don't know whether it's from my side or your side, but I think one cannot hear the other. But I'm sure it's from you. So Prince and Haruna, if you can hear from me, let me know whether you heard what Felicia said or not.
I can hear from you.
Okay, so do you hear what Felicia said?
No, please.
Okay, Felicia, can you repeat that? So I asked a question that, as a general rule, what is the grade you should get before you can qualify for any of the institutions we mentioned last week? So Felicia gave an answer. Please repeat that.
That is A1, B2, B3, C4, and C6.
Hello, Prince.
Sir.
Yeah, do you hear her now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that is so good.
Yes, please.
So can you repeat what she said?
She said from A1 to C6, if you get all this, you are qualified to go to the next institution.
Okay. And then the teacher training institution. Okay. David was our biggest advocate on the platform, but I've not seen him yet. I was just trying to reach him on phone. But regardless, let's move slowly. They can watch from the YouTube, maybe recap. So just a way of, friends, I think you are writing on my slides. Friends is drawing on my slides. Please, I beg.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
So last week we spoke about a few things. We asked people who gave us things they want to be. I can remember Abraham said he wanted to be either an electrical or a mechanical engineer. We have Elisha who said he wanted to be a doctor. And then we had Jonathan who wanted to be a soldier. And then we had, what's the name? Mary who wanted to be a nurse. So we walked through and we helped some of them on how they can be what they want to become. And we said that what you want to become is very important because that is where you start to know where to, that is when you will know where to start from. So we just kept some professions here, and then each one of the professions will tell you where maybe you should start from. Then we also spoke about who decide what you want to become. Because if you don't know who decide, then it becomes difficult. You can choose a path for yourself, and later one influencer will come and say, no, I don't want this for you. And that means the effort you put in from the beginning is kind of becoming something else. So you have to know who decide what you want to become. And I was happy that for last week, all those on the call were stated that they were free to decide on what they want to become. Yeah, they didn't have any family pressure or any influence from any other family member who decide what they want to become. But if you have, it's very important that you start speaking to the person from now, so you know what to do next. And then we also talked about the course you are studying. Aside the person who decide what you want to become, the course you are studying can also decide what you can become in future. And then I think we walked through some courses and then what you can be. We said after SHS, most of you are going to go into further studies. Some of you are also going to learn trade, which is going to be either a technical or vocational trade. And then we said those who want to go to the technical and vocational training, either you go to a formalized institution or you do it by the roadside. These are some common ones you might be interested in. We have the dressmaking, we have the auto mechanic, we have the electricals, which we call the people electricians. We have the hairdressers. We have the construction, those who deals in construction. Then we have carpenters as well. So these are some common ones. And I think last week, some other people mentioned caterers as also one of the very good areas you can venture into. And then we move straight forward to if you also want to do further studies in Ghana here, the institutions that are available for you. We mentioned the College of Education, we mentioned the health training colleges, and then we mentioned the university as well. So we said at the College of Education, any course at all you offer at the SHS, you qualify to attend the College of Education. But you need to get at least C6 in 3 courses and 3 elective subjects plus English, Maths, and Science. And then the required document you need to attend the College of Education is your index number if you are applying for a waiting, or your resource slip. Just your index number alone will do, because you key in the index number and then your results are automatically generated. And then you need to have a passport picture as well, which is something that can be taken at any time. It's not necessary that you go and take a passport picture and keep saying that. And we said there are 3 main programs at the College of Education. And we say we have the early childhood, we have primary education, and then we have junior high education. Then if you do early childhood education, you can teach from nursery to KG. You do primary education from primary 1 to primary 6. If you do junior high education, you can teach from junior high school 1 to junior high school 3. And then we did some clarification that if you have interest in teaching at the SHS, you are advised to go to the university and then you be a subject area expert. So that one you do bachelor in mathematics education or bachelor in probably science education. So when you come, you teach in those specific subject areas. And then we talk about the health institutions, which we said, if you want to go to health institution with ease, you have to either study general arts, general science, home economics, agri science, or visual arts. If you study one of these courses, then you can go to the health training institution with ease if you pass 3 electives and then English, Maths, and Science as well. But also, if you do business, you can again go to the health training institution, but you need to have your electives, economics, e-maths, and French. You need to pass those ones as electives before you can proceed to go to the health training institutions. So the fear is that probably the school in which you are, your electives are not these ones. So it will not qualify you to go to those the College of Health. And then we said we have a lot of programs at the College of Health. We have general nursing, we have midwifery, we have mental health, and then we have public health. I think we also have dental health or something of that sort. Last week, a question came up, and then we clarified that you can also do that at the health training institution. And then we said the documents you need are your index number or your results slip. You also need a passport picture. You also need a birth certificate, which I think Letitia added that a birth certificate is a basic document you should have. So regardless of you having interest or pursuing your education at the College of Health or not, you should work on having your birth certificate because you don't know when you actually need it. So I think this is where we ended last week. I've been able to cover what we covered in 2 hours and less than 5 minutes. So that means last week we had to speak a lot. We were very interactive. So I'm moving straight forward to the university. Some people are still not yet on the call. The Fanti team said they are putting themselves together and they'll be joining soon. But since we have the recording version of it, there's no problem. I'll move straight forward to the university. So who can tell me what they see? So just tell me what you see with this picture on the screen. So I'm still waiting for an answer. What can you see on the screen? Especially those on the Zoom. I want to be sure that you are by your phones and you are following.
Please, I think that person is thinking a lot. And also, what I see is that maybe he or she is confused. He thinks it can never happen, or it can happen with yes or no. A lot of things is coming to the mind.
Wow, that's amazing from Prince. So Prince said the person is very confused and then he is thinking a lot. He see possibilities and then certain things look impossible. And then all that is running through the minds. Does anyone see a different thing or does anyone wants to add up?
Haruna said the person is lost.
Sir, please, you have mute yourself.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So amazing from Haruna. I think because I'm projecting, I have to, okay, now I can switch in between the chat easily. Thank you so much. Forgive me if I didn't read your chat. So the person is confused, like you all said, you are all right. Just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. So you are all right with what you said. So mostly there's a big confusion when we discuss about the university, most especially in Ghana. So before I start, I want you to tell me some stereotype people have about the university. So what have you ever heard about going to the university? Anyone can just come up mute and talk. Or in this room, what have you ever heard about going to the university? Or you don't discuss? Okay, go ahead.
University sometimes the fun and also challenge. Maybe there are a lot of things, a lot of people that you are going to meet. Those who are rich and those who are poor, you are going to meet a lot of people, and then you need to know how you can play your game. Otherwise, you are going to change your attitude or your character. You might join a different group or something, and also you might have some few hours to learn or go to lecture a few hours and then more hours to play and then do things that your personal things. Yeah.
I think Prince has felt a lot about the university than myself. So you've said a lot. Some people say if you go there, you're going to meet a lot of people, and if you are not careful, you will join the bad gang, like you just said. Then you will not have time to study. Others say you meet a lot of rich people who are likely to give you a lot of pressure. So ultimate pressure now, if you are not careful, you run back home and then all that. Thank you so much for sharing. I think Phineas want to add up something.
What I've heard about the university also is they say after you are done with the university, it's difficult for you to get a job to do. Maybe you have to write an application to other, maybe if you want to go for maybe to do maybe a doctor or something like that, you have to write an application, and if you are not taken, you can't do any job.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. And I think I've also heard this a lot, that after the university, no job. That's what they mostly tell us. So people want to go to an area where your job, I'll come to you, where your job is secured. Like teaching, for instance, once you're a trained teacher from the College of Education, the government will post you to teach in the public schools. And then once you go to the nursing training, mostly you'll stay home for a while, but definitely you'll be posted to work in the health institutions. Yes, so in that way, it's only the university that they don't post. So if you don't go to the university, you are not going to get a job. I think we should have one session on how to maybe stand out. We can have a session on how to maybe stand out of the crowd, because it's partially true and it's not entirely true, because the job market in Ghana now is choked. It's not just the university alone. Even those who attended the College of Health, some are still home, about 2-3 year batches. They've not yet been posted. And you can understand, if you complete tertiary education in Ghana, it's assumed that for now you are good to go. You can take care of yourself. So mostly your parents do not take care of you again. And I think it makes sense because they take care of you from KG to tertiary. So after graduation, you should also be able to do some basic stuff and then take care of even your parents. So after tertiary, most parents in Ghana or most home in Ghana, you are on your own. So I think Letitia wants to speak. Please, you can go ahead.
Thank you. My son is just playing this YouTube stuff. Prince, what you said, like Prof said, it has some truth and not truth in it. I have though most of you don't really know me like that. Like you see me in EBI, and that's about it. But I'm the oldest. My brother and I, we are like 12 years apart. and I have twin sisters. They are in college right now, about to be done, which this year I have 2 graduations that I have to go. They are almost done with school. While they were in school, I will send text message on internship, summer programs here in America that they should tap into it. And it has been excuse upon excuse upon excuse, okay? This sister of mine, born here in America, didn't do any internship, okay? All the stuff that Ghana would love to have in Ghana, they are all here. She didn't tap into any of those stuff. She's about to be done. And the question is like, what is she going to even do? All she has is the book knowledge, and that's it. And then you have me, who came from Africa. When I was in high school, during the summertime, I look for a hospital. That was that time, if you are driving, it was like 30 minutes drive. So imagine walking home. That was another whole different wahala. And I volunteered my summertime at the hospital. And I was in high school. And by the time I was done, the people came together. That time, those technical lab calculators, right? They came together and ordered and donated one for me. And then gave me money for back to school. When I was in college, I volunteered, intern, to the extent of going to going to China, the Virgin Island, and also going to UK for my master's. I'm not saying that all these things came easy, no. Even the China one, I nearly missed out on getting the funding because somebody else told me they don't understand the process, so they won't fill the form out for me here in America. And you have people that the last time we came to Ghana, when we went to Prof, we went to the Kumasi Technical College, right? There was one professor said that he was reviewing exams questions with the students. And he asked one of the students if they know where that system is on campus. And the students said they don't even know. Like they had a diagram. They can draw the diagram. They know how to label everything, but they don't even know what the system look like in person. So when you say, oh, you can finish university and not get a job, it is true. Everything is by calculation and application and planning ahead. If you are going to be done and get all A's, and you cannot do those hands work, you can't actually do the work, or you can talk about it. You have the book knowledge. But when they give it to you to do it, you don't know how to do it. There are many people, they'll say, oh, they did computer science. If you put computer in front of them, they don't even know how a computer even works. They know the book knowledge. Somebody will say, oh, I'm a nurse. They would give you different titles. But if you give them the job, they don't know. And so as you get ready for university, you got to go out there and find those opportunities. Whether it is summertime, whether it is vacation time, even some of your professors, you can reach out to them and say, hey, what are you working on? I would love to help or volunteer or intern. Many of us, I know financially, we are always looking for money first. But family, life cannot always be about money first, especially when you are in school. You got to be open to what? Give freely to receive those knowledge. And so if you are looking to get it, it's like, where do you want to work? Where do you want to work? Have you found out if they have any internship, anything you can do, volunteer to support? Have you reached out to them? All those things. And I know in Ghana, many people will shut their door at you, but you cannot let it be the reason why you're not going to go all out. No matter how many times they close that door, find different way around it. So don't say, oh, you finish college, oh, there'll be database and this and this and that. In this life, and anywhere you find yourself, there'll be a mixture of people. There will be a mix, even here in EBI, we are not all broke. Some of you, your parents are farmers, all this stuff. We are not all broke. And so somebody will see you and think that whatever you have, they want it. Wherever stage that you are in, somebody will take you away and take that space. It's always about what perspective and how you apply yourself. My little sisters, if you ask, I don't even know what they're going to do. I pray they get a job, but what are they putting on their resume? Anyway, maybe.
Okay, thank you so much for this, Letitia. I think you've summarized the whole thing. So it's about the person. It's not about whether you go to the university or not. Some people graduate, they get a job right away. Others will have to wait for some more weeks. So maybe if time permit, we will have another session on how to, or maybe in future, how to stand out and how to prepare yourself for work. So that confusion cleared. Felicia wanted to say something. So,
they said their own questions, but in the college.
Okay. So Felicia said she heard that the university set their own exams questions, but the College of Education, the questions are being set by the universities. Wow. And this is something I have not heard before. But it's true, universities, every lecturer sets their own questions. That is very true. And the College of Education in Ghana are also under various universities. So it will probably be that there's a collaboration on how the questions should be set for the College of Education. Yeah, but it could also be just a stereotype. Get me? Okay, so Frante team has joined. Someone was speaking from the background. I don't know whether you have a question or you have a contribution, but what we were just discussing is that what are some of the things you've heard about the university? And I think you came to meet some of the discussion, different people giving different perspectives. So anyone from Frante want to add up something they heard about the university before we move on? Frante team, are you with us?
Yes, sir. Please, I
Yes,
just joined.
Okay. So what have you heard about the university before?
I said I just joined now.
Yes, you just joined, but at least you've been talking with your friends about going to the university. So what's the one thing you've heard about being at the university? Okay, probably going forward, you will tell us. Maybe we should allow some few minutes for you to settle. Okay, so these are the confusions we just wanted to clear. I think we've cleared some of them. Probably if time permits, we'll go ahead to clear a lot more confusion about the university. So the whole university system is quite a complex system, okay, especially in Ghana here. So there's no straightforward way to the university, though we will try to break it down and make it much simpler for you to understand. So you can have different paths out of the university. So I've kept here, the first thing is the minimum requirement into the university, like I did for all the other institutions. The minimum requirement for the university is again C6. So in Ghana, generally, D7 is a pass, but D7 mostly do not qualify you into tertiary institutions, unless some few exceptions. So the C6 is the grade that can qualify you to tertiary institution. So all universities in Ghana also require that you had C6 at least in 3 electives, plus C6 at least in 3 core subjects. And here again, I've kept there that with focus on the English, maths, and science. The reason I say this is that most of the programs will require the English, maths, and science electives, core subject. But there are few programs which can substitute science for social studies. So some programs, if you probably do not have a good grade in science and you have very good grade in social studies, especially the socials and the humanities programs, you can substitute your social studies for science. Okay, so probably we will explain a little bit moving forward. And then when you are applying for the university, different universities have different document requirements, but these are the general requirements that are needed by all universities or most public universities in Ghana. First of all, you need your resource slip. If you have not yet written WASI, you will need your index number. That is when your index number is ready. And it is only when your index number is ready that you can apply to the university. If you don't have index number yet, you cannot apply. But if you have your index number or if you have your results ready, you can apply. You also need a passport picture as usual. You need a birth certificate again, and then you need your ID. The ID can be national ID, which is the Ghana card. It can be voters ID card. It can be, I think it can be insurance card. So any one of the ID cards you have, you can use it. Some institutions will not even ask about the ID, but some also ask. And as we move forward, if you have any question at any point on time, you just have to prompt me. I will stop and then ask your question. So this is generally for all universities in Ghana, okay? But we have a lot of universities in Ghana, isn't it? So can some people mention their dream university? So if you are allowed to choose any university you want to attend, which one will you choose in Ghana here? A question for all of us. So anyone can just come off mute and mention the name of their dream university. Okay, Prince. Prince, go ahead. Okay, as we wait for Prince to speak, if anyone wants to speak, you are good to go. Okay, Felicia wants to tell us her dream university. Speak to her. Okay, so she said Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Thank you so much for sharing. I think Haruna wanted to speak.
Yeah, yes, please. I have a University of Ghana, University of Cape Coast. Yeah.
Wow. So you want both of them, either University of Ghana or University of Cape Coast?
Yes,
That's
please.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone from Fante want to share their university? Fante, okay. Our Kumasi Polytechnic, I think now is Kumasi Technical University. Kumasi Technical University. Thank you so much for sharing. Please, who mentioned that?
Elisha.
Elisha, okay, thank you so much. And who are you with? Are you alone?
Yes.
Okay, it's fine. So, like you know, we have a lot of universities in Ghana. I did not even include the technical universities in my list, but I just focus on public universities here. So Elisha have just prompted me to something. Maybe I should review my slides. But I'm focusing on public universities in Ghana. I just want to mention them so you know them. Okay, so you know them. So some people don't even know that some universities exist in Ghana. And when I'm done, I'll ask you for you to tell me which university are you hearing about it for the first time. So the first one on my list, I'm mentioning them in no particular order. So it doesn't mean number one is better than number 10. I'm just mentioning in any order. So we have University of Professional Studies, which is in Accra. It's in Lagos. Okay, it's located in Accra. We have University of Media, Arts and Communication. It's also in Accra. We have University of Ghana, which I think Haruna mentioned already. It's also in Accra, Lagos. We have University of Mines and Technology, which is in the Western region, specifically Takwa. We have University of Health and Allied Science. It's in the Volta region, in the Volta region. And then we have University of Environment and Sustainable Development, which is in Sumenya, in the Eastern region. We have University of Energy and Natural Resources, which is in Sunyane, in the Bono region. We have University of Cape Coast, which can be found in Cape Coast, in the central region of Ghana. We have SD Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies, which is in Upper West. I think this was part of UDS, University of Development Studies, and now it has been made a university on its own. So now the name is SD Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies, which is in Wa. We also have University of Education, which can be found in Winneba. Okay. Winneba is also in the central region, right? Where is Winneba? Central region. Okay, thank you very much. We also have University of Development Studies, which is in Tamale. Okay, it's in Tamale and Yampala, both in the northern region. Okay. And then we have Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, which I think was it Prince that mentioned that? It's also found in Kumasi and then Obuasi. Okay, Kumasi and Obuasi. The main campus is in Kumasi, and then we have a sub-campus in Obuasi. The same way with University of Development Studies, the main campus is in Tamale, and then we have Yampala campus as well. We have Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, which is also at Achimota in Accra. We have CK Tidam University of Technology and Applied Sciences, which is in Navrongo, in the Upper East region, my own hometown. And then we have Ghana Communication Technology University, which is also in the Greater Accra region, at Tesano. Okay, it's also at Tesano, the Greater Accra region. And then we have Apia Minka University of Skills, Training and Entrepreneurial Development, which we mostly call Amstead. And then that one is in the Ashanti region as well. The main campus is in Kumasi, and then we have Mampong campus as well. So these are some 16 public universities in Ghana I've just mentioned. Did I mention any university that is new to you, or you are hearing of it for the first time? You can just let me know. So I want everyone to speak to this. So just tell me one university I've mentioned which is new, or which you are hearing for the first time. Here I stated your favorite university. Forget about the favorite. You just tell me the one you think is new. I think Elisha wants to speak.
Apia Menka Akente University. That's my first time.
Excellent. And where is that located?
To Mampong. Yeah.
Mampong. Mampong and Kumasi. Excellent. Thank you so much, Elisha. So Haruna, Prince, those are in the call. I'm going to worry you a lot because I don't see your faces. I don't know if you are following or not. So Haruna and Prince, can you share a university I just mentioned, which you've heard for the first time?
Sit down.
Sorry? Prince, say that again. Prince, can you say that again? Okay, probably Prince is not able to hear from me. Haruna, can you share yours as we wait for Prince?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, my first time of hearing Akantan appear Menka University of Skills, Training and Entrepreneurial Development,
Wow, but someone has
which we say we normally call Amstec in the Ashanti region.
I'll accept that. I'll accept that. Prince, do you still want to share? We didn't hear from you the first time. Okay, as we wait for Prince, Finehas and then Alicia, let me hear from you.
Education.
So, Lisa, Finehas.
As for the University of Science and Technology,
Yeah, good evening.
the University of Education and the University of
But the rest, so say one of the rest you have not heard before.
the
Okay, Prince, you are back.
please, University of Environment and Sustainable Development. Today is my
Okay.
first time of hearing that.
Wow. That's your system. That is in Somenia, right?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. So I'm just telling you, I think I should share the slides with you. Or maybe if you go over the video, you will see all the universities I've mentioned. I'm just sharing with you so you don't narrow yourself. Okay, when I was at the SHS, I only knew about 4 universities, which was the University of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, University of Development Studies, and then University of Cape Coast. I think I also knew about University of Education. So that was 5. Okay, but these are 16 universities. So if you just focus on the 5, you might just be limiting yourself because there's more room for you. Okay, though everyone have a favorite institution they want to attend, but if you are also open for more to more options, you should explore all of them and know that you have chances of attending any one of them. Please, does anyone have a question up to this point? Mostly we do not have time for questioning and answers, so we do them as we move along. If you have a question, you can just pause me at any point in time and ask your question. So I've stated that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Please, my question is that: is there any course that a specific university study, or you can just go to any university and study the course that you want to do?
Okay, that is a very good question. So every university with the programs they do. So some universities do, let me say there are some programs that cut across most of the universities, okay? So if you are going to do a program that is being studied at most of the universities, then you have chances of choosing any one of them you want. But for some specific programs also, you have to go for some universities before you can have them. So we'll be talking about them. So I know about, so when we talk about education programs, until recently, it was University of Education that does most of, and then University of Cape Coast. They do most of the education programs until recently where KUST, University of Ghana are also jumping in. And if you want to do maybe human biology, for instance, which mostly we call Dr. Anna saying I am. Yeah, I think it's not all universities that does human biology. I know Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology does that. University of Ghana does it, and then University of Development Studies also does it. Some of the universities do not do human biology. I can speak for Apia Mankind, they do not do. I can speak for CKT Down University, they do not do. Some other universities too, I'm not very sure whether they do. So for some programs, you need to go to a specific university before you can do it. But some other programs, most of the university does it. So you can just go to any one of the university and you can have it there. Thank you very much for this question. So I've kept here that there are other 60 plus tertiary institutions. Okay, private tertiary institutions. I didn't add the private. So we have a lot of private tertiary institutions as well. So you can also exploit them as well. And there are more than 60 in Ghana. So that is a lot, right? Some of them does only 2 programs. Some of them does up to 10, some of them does 5, and then it varies. Okay. But they are also very good institutions you can explore. So I'm leaving the room for you to go and do your own search about some private institutions in Ghana and then the programs they do. So because every university with the program they do, I'm not able to speak about all the universities. That will take us a year to do, or even a year we might not finish. Okay, so I've taken just one university as a case study. Okay, just one university. And whatever I say here, with the exception of the specific programs I'm going to talk about, most of the other things cut across. Example is the requirements, okay? And then the content of the course are mostly very similar. But maybe you will see some programs here, you will go to other universities, you will not see them there, okay? So I'm using the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology as a case study. Forgive me if I'm being biased here, because probably I attended there, and then also I know a lot about that university. So it's much easier for me to speak to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology than any other. So like I said earlier, this is located in Kumasi, the main campus, and then we have a campus in Obuasi, which was just established recently. So Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology is a whole big university on its own. As, my friend visited me at school and he said, no, this is not a school, it's a city on its own, because it's a whole vibe, a whole big area. Sometimes I say it's bigger than Idra. Yes, the whole campus is bigger than Idra. So you can imagine how large it is. And then if you go to the university, we have a faculty area. Faculty area is where lecture halls are. When I say lecture halls, I mean classrooms where you attend lectures, okay? We have a whole area for where all the buildings are for lecture halls and all that. And then labs and all that. And then we have a residential area where we sleep. So hostels are there and then all that.
How do you speak?
Sorry? Please say that. Elisha. Hello, Elisha. Okay, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Please, can you say that again? Okay. So I was just saying we have the residential area, which have the student hostels and all that. We have the commercial area, which hosts all the commercial activities. The banks are there, the supermarkets are there, and then all that. And the university is also divided into 6 colleges. Okay, it's divided into 6 colleges. 6 colleges in a sense that every college has specific programs they run. Okay, so I'll be walking you through the colleges and the programs they run. But what I want you to understand about a college is that it's just a larger division of the university. So the university is divided into 6 basic parts. Okay, if you allow me to put it in that context, or probably, I don't know what specific example to give, but basically it's divided into 6 divisions. And then I'll be talking about these 6 divisions and each one of them, the programs they run. So first of all, I'm talking about the programs and their cutoff points. Okay, so this is the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, which is one of the 6 colleges we are talking about. Okay, so they run 8 programs in that college. So that college alone, you will get 8 programs there. Okay, and the first one is BSc. BSc is Bachelor of Science. Okay, BSc Agriculture. So if you want to study agriculture, if you apply to KNUST and you are admitted, you will be studying at the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. I hope you get it. And then you can see some numbers at the far right. Please, those on the call, can you see those numbers? Friends, do you say something? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, yes, please, we can see them.
So what is the number against agriculture biotechnology? What is the number against that?
18.
18. Okay, excellent. 18. I just want you not to confuse the serial number, the 1, 2, 3, with the other numbers I'm talking about. So these numbers you see over there are called the cutoff points. And I picked this one from 2023. No, it's 2022-2023 academic year data. Okay. And let me speak a bit to the cutoff point. The cutoff point is the grade they use to admit students that particular year. Okay, so the 2022-2023 academic year, those who had chance to study BSc Agriculture studies had either aggregate 24 or better. I hope you get it. And you know how to calculate the aggregate, right? So in that particular year, if you did not get 24 or better, you will not be admitted to BSc Agriculture. I hope you get it. But each and every year, the grade changes, the cutoff point changes. So 2023-24 data, I didn't get that. I wanted that one so you can be very fresh, but I didn't get that. So maybe if they upload that on the website, I will again get that and share it with you. But the year you will be applying, the likelihood of it changing is very high. Okay, so this is how the cutoff point always mostly are being calculated. So they look at the number of people that have applied to that specific program. Okay, and then they grade those people have. So let's say that this year we have a lot of people applying to BSc Agriculture. And no, we have 50 people applying to BSc Agriculture. And out of the 50 people, 20 of them have aggregate 10. Okay, and that particular year also, we do not want to admit more than 10 people into BSc agriculture. Every program have the number of people they want to admit to. So they peg the cutoff point at the 10. Okay, so that just the 10 people get access to the program. This reminds me of what we were talking about last week, that though if you get C6 or better, you have chances of going to any of the tertiary institutions, but be looking for a better grade because you are competing with other people. And once they have a very good grade, they are likely to be picked first before you. I hope you get it. So these cutoff points are just general guides for you. Okay, so if you are applying to the program, you can look at your grade and you look at the cutoff point they used last year, and probably you say, oh, probably I can apply or I cannot apply. This applies to a lot of institutions. If you do not meet the cutoff point, you can go ahead to apply, but you might not be admitted. Again, we can peg a cutoff point at 24 this year for BSc Agriculture. And then the number of people who applied, most of them have above the 24. So we did not get up to the required number we need for the program. They will open it up to admit people who have 25 and above. I hope you get it. So it's not strictly that you need to get 24 before you can apply for BSc Agriculture. In most universities, except UDS. For UDS, University of Development Studies, their system is in this way. Once you key in your resource, they calculate the grade you have, and they give you the programs you can apply. So I remember this year, for instance, before you can apply for nursing at the UDS, you need to get aggregate 10. So if you don't have aggregate 10, the system will not even allow you to apply for nursing. I hope you get it. So each university and then how the system is being run. For KNUST, if you don't get the required aggregate, the system will allow you to apply all right, but probably you will not be picked. I hope you get it. Okay. So I cannot mention the programs one after the other. I will share this document with you and then you can go through all the programs. But you can see BSc Agribusiness Management there. You can see BSc Packaging Technology. You can see BSc Forestry, Forest Resource Technology and all that. They are all under the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. Now, we have the College of Arts and Built Environment. We have the College of Art and Built Environment. They also have 16 programs. 16 programs that are being offered by this college. And then one of them is BSc Architecture. That is the first one. And in the 2022-2023 academic year, you needed aggregate 8 or better to apply for that. Okay. We also have Land Economy, BSc Land Economy, which you needed aggregate 9 or better. We also have Bachelor of Education. I'm talking about number 16, which is the last one. Bachelor of Education in Junior High School Specialism. Have you seen something in resemblance with the College of Education here? So you can go to the College of Education and do Bachelor of Education in Junior High School. Okay, you can also go to the university and do the same thing. So the number 16 here is the same thing you do when you go to the College of Education and you do junior high school education. I hope you get it. So last week we were talking about these things, and now I'm happy that we are seeing them in actual sense. We also have College of Engineering. So it's unfortunate Abraham is not here, but Abraham said he wanted to be either electrical engineer or mechanical engineer.
So mine is the second one.
Yours is the second one?
Yes, please.
Which is agriculture engineering?
Yes.
Amazing. So in that particular year, they needed aggregate 15. They needed aggregate 15 or better for BSc Agricultural Engineering. I hope you get that. So these are also the 7 engineering programs offered by KNUST. I think the automobile engineering is somewhere, is it the same as mechanical engineering? I don't know. But I don't see mechanical engineering here, and I don't see electrical engineering also. But I can see automobile engineering, I can see chemical engineering. So okay, so I'm not going to speak to the programs one after the other. Oh, sorry, these are not all the programs for the engineering school. There are some in the next slide. So let me just look at them also. So electrical engineering is here, number 8. So Abraham, you are in safe hands. You can do electrical engineering at KNUST. And then mechanical engineering is also there, number 14. Number 14 is mechanical engineering. So Abraham, you have both 2 choices here. Any one of them you want to pursue at KNUST, you can easily do that. And then I think the electrical engineering in 2022-2023 academic year, the cutoff point was 8. And then with the mechanical engineering, it was 9. So let's proceed to the College of Health. The College of Health. And this one is also quite linked to the health training institutions, okay? So the programs you see here, some of them, you will see them in the health training institutions. So you can see your BSc Midwifery and BSc Nursing, which is number 8 and 9, okay? And then with the midwifery, you need aggregate 8 or better to apply in that particular year. In fact, for midwifery, it's always, midwifery and nursing is always around 8 or 9, 8 or 9, 8 or 9, most of the years, okay? And then we have Farm D, which is Doctor of Pharmacy. You need aggregate 6 or better to apply. And then we have Human Biology, which is number 5, which we call the medicine. It's also aggregate 6 before you can do what? You can apply. And for those ones, it's mostly aggregate 6, unless, of course, you want to do fee paying. And let me explain the fee paying bit. So if you're a Ghanaian and you are attending a Ghanaian public institution, the government of Ghana takes a percentage of your tuition fee, a chunk percentage of the tuition fee. So mostly you pay a very little percentage of the tuition fee if you're a Ghanaian and you are attending a public Ghanaian institution. But if you do not meet the cutoff point and you still want that program, you can opt for a fee paying. What fee paying means is that the government of Ghana will not pay his share of that tuition. So you will bear the whole cost of the program. Okay, and mostly it's quite huge. Your colleagues will be paying somewhere 2,000 and you might be paying around 6,000. So mostly with the fee paying student, they pay about 3 times what a regular student pays. I hope you get it. So sometimes you do not meet the cutoff point, but you can still opt for the program and you can have it at the fee paying level. So that is it for the College of Health. I will share the slides with you and you will see all these programs. Okay, we have the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, and it's the biggest college in KNUST. As you can see, they have a lot of programs, about 18 of them. Okay, that's a lot. So you can see BA, Akan, Language and Culture. You need aggregate 20 or better in that particular year to apply. You can also see LLB, which is number 18. LLB is law. Okay, so those of you who want to study law, you needed aggregate 7 or better to be able to study law. Okay, we have BSc Business Administration, which you needed from aggregate 9 to 10 or better to study. Number 13, 14, 15, 16 are all BSc Business Administration. So I was talking about Nazir. Nazir studied logistics and supply chain management, and his is the number 16. This is not the number 16. I've gone past the program I studied, so I didn't mention that to you. I studied agribusiness management for my BSc. And then we have, please, if you have any question, you just stop me and ask. I can't explain each one of these programs because that will take us forever to explain. Okay, friends, you can ask your question.
Okay, sir. So please, my question is that let's assume I want to be the agricultural engineering and I need to have at least the 15, grade 15. So let's assume when my my result comes and I had less than 15, what are they going to do? Are they going to decrease my payment, or it will remain the same? Because whenever it is above 15, I'm going to pay more than that. So what about less than that?
Okay. I think I get the question. So it's not automatically that if you do not meet the cutoff point, you will be admitted to fee paying. You will opt for the fee paying. Let me clarify this. You will opt for the fee paying before it's being given to you. So at the point of application, you can there's an option you will take that if in case you do not meet the cutoff point, do you want to be considered for fee paying? And if you take that option, that yes, then if you do not meet the cutoff point, you can be considered for the fee paying. And I must also add that it's not automatically that once you opt for it, you will be given. Sometimes you even opt for fee paying and you will still not get even the fee paying. Okay, because we still have a required number of people we want for the program. And if you are having more than that, or probably your grade is so bad that we do not want you to pursue that program, it will not be given to you. Now, let me come to your question that in case the cutoff point is 15 and you get aggregate 10, will they reduce your school fees? No, they won't reduce. You will still pay the same tuition fee. The only advantage is that you have a higher chance of getting it. So we are looking at people who have 15 or better, and you have 8. So you can keep your fingers crossed because you have a much better grade. Okay, so if they are picking the people, probably they will pick you first before they pick the person who have the aggregate 15. But once you are all picked under regular, if you are picked under regular, it means that you qualify for it and you are being picked. So it means you are all going to pay the same fees, regardless of your grade. And I must add this one that someone can have a good grade, and even at the university, the person who has a relatively maybe higher grade will go and outperform the one who have a very good grade. So maybe someone will have aggregate 8, another person will have aggregate 10. You can meet in the classroom, and the person who have aggregate 10 will do better than the one who have aggregate 8. I hope you get it. So they don't necessarily based on that use your fees. First, do you have a follow-up question?
No, I just said it also happened in SHS.
Excellent. It happens in the SHS. Thank you so much for adding that. So I was on the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. So let me just move to the last college in KUST, which is the College of Science. Okay, College of Science is different from College of Health Sciences. And these are the programs being offered by the College of Science. And the College of Science have BSc Biochemistry, which you need aggregate 11 or better. We also have a Doctor of Optometry. Doctor of Optometry, they are those who take care of the eye? The optometry takes care of the eye, okay. So you can go and specialize in that. And at that particular year, they needed aggregate 7 or better, qualify for that program. We have computer science. and some of you want to be computer scientists. In that particular year, aggregate 10 or better. Okay, so these are not just to scare you. They are there to encourage you to study for those grades. Okay, and they are also there to give you a guide, so that probably if you get an aggregate which is not much closer to the cutoff point that was used in the previous year, then you don't waste your time applying for that program. Okay, so again, these are the 6 colleges of KNUST. Okay, and if you buy a form from KNUST, you can select maximum of 4 programs. You can select 4 programs. So you have your first choice, your second choice, your third choice, and then your fourth choice. Some of the public universities, you can select just 3. Example is University of Ghana, you can select 3. Okay, Apia Kentan, you can select 2. Okay, so every university and the number of programs you can select the form. So when you are selecting the program, the one you want most, you put that one first, because they will first consider you for that one. If you don't get, then they will consider you for the next one. Friends, are you with me? So friends want to study agriculture engineering. So when you are applying, you put agriculture engineering in option 1. But maybe if you do not get agriculture engineering and then you get maybe, let me see, maybe meteorology and climate science, you will study. So you can put that one on option 2. And probably if you don't get that one and you get BSc mathematics, you also go for it. So you put that one in option 3 in that order, in order of your preference. Okay. Please, do we have any question up to this point? Okay, Prince, you can ask your question.
So, sir, please, if I may ask, it means that whenever you are arranging the decision, your choice, it needs to follow order of cutoff points, right? Like assuming the agricultural science, which is the cutoff point of 15, I need to consider the other one, which is maybe the Bachelor of Mathematics, grade 16. It needs to follow in that way, in that order, right?
No, it doesn't need to follow that order. The order of your choice, which one do you want best? Okay, so let me come back to your area. Okay, so we have agricultural science, agriculture engineering, which cutoff point is 15. Okay, and then we have aerospace engineering, which cutoff point is 9. You can see that of agriculture engineering is a bit higher than the aerospace engineering. But for you, Prince, you want agriculture engineering first. So you put that one in number 1. But if you do not get that one and you get aerospace engineering, probably you want it. So you put aerospace engineering in number 2. I hope you get it. But what you said makes sense in another way. If you do not get agriculture engineering in this sense, your chances of getting aerospace engineering will be slim. Because agriculture engineering considers aggregate 15, and aerospace considered aggregate 9 or better. So if you do not qualify for aggregate 15 program, probably you will not qualify for aggregate 9 program as well. I hope you get it. So that is the reason that might prompt you to select them in accordance with the cutoff point. But the magic will also happen. The magic is that probably a lot of people apply to agricultural engineering, and most of them have better grades, maybe 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. And we have been able to fill the number of people who we want with the aggregate 6, 7, 8. And you have probably aggregate maybe 11. Okay, you have, no, let's even assume that you have aggregate 16. and you made and you apply for aerospace engineering and then agriculture engineering. Okay, because a lot of people have better grades. A lot of people who apply for agriculture engineering have much good grades. They might be picked and you will not be selected. But with aerospace engineering, probably just a few people apply. And maybe those people to their grade is not so competitive compared to your own. So let me say you have aggregate 14. You let me use 14 as a case study. You have aggregate 14 and KUST needed 20 people for agriculture engineering. So going through the number of people who applied for agriculture engineering, we have 20 people who have aggregate 10 or better. So we took them for agriculture engineering. You have 14, you qualify for it, but we didn't pick you. But you selected aerospace engineering probably as your second choice. And then we went to aerospace engineering. We realized that the people who applied for aerospace engineering, your grade is better than them. Probably they have 15, 16, 17, and then you have 14. Okay, so we select you for aerospace engineering. So you see the magic has happened there. So it can happen. It's not always straightforward. Okay, thank you so much for your question. Now we've learned the programs and then their cutoff point. This is just in the case of KNUST. If you have the appetite, I can share the other universities' document with you, and then you can read it. So I just share it on the page, and then you can read it. Those that are available. Some universities don't have such documents available, but most of them have. So now let's look at some common programs and their career prospect. When we say career prospect, those are the jobs you can do after studying that program. Okay. So if you study something like BSc accounting, or if you study accounting, accounting is a professional program. Okay, you can go ahead to charter if you want. But if you study accounting, these are some of the jobs you can do. You can be an accountant. You can be a credit officer. You can be a cashier. You can be an auditor. You can be a project coordinator. You can be a cost analyst. You can be a banker. You can be a bookkeeper. Please, if you want me to speak to any one of these professions, you can just let me know. Otherwise, I'm not going to speak to them because we have limited time. And these are just some basic information we are giving you. If you have interest in a specific area or you want us to guide you, you can always reach out and we'll be more than happy to assist you. So I'm just stating some few programs and then what you can be in future. This is not an exhaustive list. There are other things you can be if you study this accounting program. And then we have agricultural science. If you study BSc agricultural science, I think that was the first program in the College of Science and Agriculture, College of Agriculture and Natural Resources at KNUST. You can be a veterinary officer, you can be a station officer, you can be a breeder, you can be a teacher, you can be a farmer, and you can be agricultural project officer. This again is not an exhaustive list. There are more other things you can be, but I'm just stating this one as a guide. Because when I was, the goal of my primary JHS, SHS education, I had one thing in mind. I said I wanted to be a bank manager. I didn't even know there are other jobs outside bank manager. And today, here I am. I'm not closer to the bank. But I'm grateful though. I'm happy where I am now. Today, I'm no more interested in even being a bank manager. And that should tell you that your interest might change over time. Okay. If you study computer science, as most of you would like to study, you can be a network administrator, you can be a computer technician, you can be a system analyst, you can be a programmer, you can be a database administrator, you can be a webmaster, and you can be a software engineer. So again, this is not exhaustive. I think we spoke about some career prospect in, was it cybersecurity? When we're learning cybersecurity, we spoke about some career prospects. Some of them appeared here again, and some of them are also not. If you do business studies, and when we say business studies, I'm talking about business administration, business management, human resource management, and then all that. If you study those programs, you can again be a banker, you can be a cost analyst, you can be an investment counselor, you can be insurance agent, you can be a credit officer, you can be an administrator or administrative assistant. You can also be a finance officer, you can be a grant specialist. Again, this is not exhaustive. Okay, there are more other things you can do. So please, like I'm saying, at any point in time, if you want me to speak to any one of the professions, you just let me know. Because I just did them there as a guide. If you pick any one of them, we can have more time to speak about them. If you study law, you can be a law consultant, you can be a legal practitioner. And when we say legal practitioner, either you being a lawyer, you be a judge, you be, what are the other legal people? Okay, I think when you go there, we have lawyers, we have judges, we have who is the person who process case for court? Is it the register or something like that? You also have the register. And then you can be a judge, as stated there, you can be a lawyer, you can be a lecturer. Okay. When I say lecturer, you can be a law lecturer. And I must say that all the courses we are talking about, if you study them, you can be a teacher in those particular fields or a lecturer in those particular fields. So those ones cut across. If you study medicine, you can be a doctor. Medicine is human biology. If you study pharmacy, you can be a pharmacist. I didn't state the pharmacist here. If you study nursing, you can be a nurse. If you study midwifery, you can be a midwife. If you study optometry, you can be optometrist. If you study dental science, you can be a dentist. Okay, so all of them are also there. These are just some health programs I just mentioned. So we are just on time, it's 6:1. This is what I want us to speak to. But I want to add up that aside very few programs, some other programs, you are open to the job market. Like the health program. For health program, if you don't go for the health programs, you can't be a health specialist or a health professional. So this screen I'm just displaying. If you don't study medicine, you can't be doctor. If you don't study pharmacy, you can't be a pharmacist. Maybe you'll be a roadside pharmacist. You can't be a licensed pharmacist. If you don't study nursing, you can't be a nurse. If you don't study midwifery, you can't be a midwife. The same way, if you don't study law, you can't be a legal practitioner. You can't be a judge, you can't be a lawyer, and all that. Aside that, most of these ones I've listed here, you can find your way through them. Letitia talks about internships. She talks about voluntary works. Sometimes you do some kind of voluntary work that you get on the job experience. Okay, that you qualify for the job even more than the one who studied the program. I always say this, I do not have IT background. I didn't study IT anywhere in any classroom. What I did is that I attended programs, short programs, like a day or two, 1 week program in IT, and then online courses. And today I'm in the field of IT. I teach basic IT. Okay, so probably someone studied computer science. They are a specialist and they are not even in the IT field. Again, I'm working in the development sector, which mostly people who study programs like, when I say development sector, I'm working for an NGO. So mostly people who study programs like sociology, social work, public administration, development studies, and all that. They are the people who qualify for NGO works. Okay, but I studied business administration, and now I'm working with an NGO. It's because I've spent a lot of time volunteering with NGOs. So I've gained some experience working with NGOs. So I've been, through that, I've been given a job, and now I work in the development sector. So I'm just using my life example, and with these two programs, and with these two areas I'm working with programs I studied, which do not correlate, to give you hope that you do not necessarily to study. It's not a straightforward, especially when you are in the university. And this tells you that when you are in the university, be open, expose yourself to a lot of things aside just your academic work. When there is a seminar, go. When there is a program, attend. When there is some short course training, attend. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. Attend them. You will have friends there, you will gain skills there, you will get networks there, which is going to help you in your job search in the future. Okay, let's assume that I do not have any IT skill. When I completed school and then I didn't have a job, I couldn't have set up EIT. I couldn't have teach IT, so I couldn't have set it up. So that means I will have stayed jobless until one day I'm lucky to chance on a job. But because I have the skill, I say, why not? Why not starting this? This is a skill I have, and this is a skill people need. So I just have to give the skill to them, and then I get some money. Yes, and I never regret having this skill because it has helped me a lot in different fields. Okay, so we will end here. If you have any question, you can ask. If you don't have a question, I have an assignment for you, which I want you to share on the WhatsApp platform. Those of you who are not on WhatsApp, I will take it next week. So I will share this with you. So just share the institution and program you want to pursue. I want you to start narrowing it down now, though it's subject to change. After WASI, your mind can change, and then all that, and you will change. Even after university, your mind can change. Me, for instance, my mind changed. I studied agribusiness management. When I came out, my mind changed. I'm now working in IT and then development. I hope you get it. So your mind can change at any point in time, but I want you to think of something now. An institution, you think of the program you want to study first, and then you know the institution that offers that program. You can talk about multiple institutions, okay? And then you share one thing you will start doing today, okay? And one thing you will stop doing, and one thing you will continue doing in order to gain admission to the program you want at the institution you want. So I've narrated an example here. I want to pursue diploma in mental health at the College of Health. Okay. Okay. So I will start the process of acquiring my best certificate. That is something I'm going to start. I will continue focusing on improving my science skills. Okay. I was already focusing on improving my science skills, but I will continue doing that. And then I will stop feeling reluctant about making high grade. Maybe I was reluctant. I said, oh, the grade does not matter. Once I get C6, I can go. But now I've learned that it's also competitive, so I need to get a better grade. So I will stop feeling reluctant, and I'll work hard towards it. So this is just a guide. I'll put it on the WhatsApp platform again. Those of you who have access to the WhatsApp, just share on the page. It's for yourself, but I just want to know you've done it. Those of you who do not have access to the WhatsApp, do it and get it to me next week. Okay, I want to have it from each one of you. Next week, you'll be going to school. Wow, thank you so much for commenting me on this. But you can do this by tomorrow. So if you are not on WhatsApp, do this by tomorrow and give it to me when you come to STEAM basic class. Okay. But if you're on WhatsApp, you have up to next week to do it. Okay. So those who will be going to school, next week topic is interesting. It's about scholarships. So we'll be thinking about how you can get. Okay, maybe if you go, you talk to a teacher who might want to offer their phone to you to join or will allow you to use your laptop to join. And then you ask for the link. The link is the same link you use. So you need to get Zoom on your device and then you are good to go. Thank you so much. It's already 6:09. Okay, no one is in school at the moment. We promised to close at 6 and I wouldn't want to eat too much into your time. So we can pause here with a section of questions. But if you have any question, you can ask before Letitia comes in to close us. Prince, Aruna, Elisha, Penhas, Alicia. If you have any question at any point in time, also just drop it on the WhatsApp platform and we will be more than happy to help. So thank you so much. Letitia, over to you. Please, Letitia, would you like to close us?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you. Really informative.
Okay, then thank you so much for coming, everyone. Hoping to see you next week, same time. Please, Franti team, don't let Raymond come to look for you, okay? Go and look for him because this is for you. You should be chasing him for it. Don't let him chase you rather. And the same thing applies to the dry team. Don't let myself, Chikato, or ideas look for you to come and join. You should come yourself. Thank you so much. Bye,
Yeah.
everyone.
Prof, let me add that. Like, don't make it look like because this is free, we have to beg you, come and get free stuff. People are paying for these things. Those who don't know too, they are bumping their head left and right. And so don't let somebody look for you. We say the announcement, which whatever, you have alarm, you have whatever, try and show up, put your own reminder, okay? Don't make it that you're gonna let Prof be tired and he won't come again. I'm begging you guys. Show that whatever we are doing, you are interested. Thanks.